had a little break, took a drink, discussed our plan of attack here. Told Gage what a good job he was doing up here on the trails. Telling you, watching him ride that bike out at 5 Mile last weekend, those normal sized tires make all the difference in the world. For the bike is much more stable, you know, than that little 85 was with those little tiny tires and wheels. He's way more comfortable on this bike, and that was my hope. Because I knew the bigger, you know, the bigger the wheel size, the easier it'll roll over the rocks and the roots and all of that, you know. And it does. He's much more comfortable. It's not jarring him around as much when he hits a rock with that front end. On that 85, he'd hit a, you know, a baseball sized rock sticking out of the trail and it'd knock his front wheel out from under him. On this bike, it's not doing that, so he's more confident. It's really nice that Kawasaki makes this bike like this with the bigger full-size tires and wheels, but yet the smaller frame, so he can reach the ground comfortably, but yet has the better performance and stability of the larger, you know, the full-size tires and wheels. It's awesome. It's a perfect bike, you know, for him for right now. I mean, grown men ride those 140s RFs, and the RF, I don't know what that's supposed to stand for or whatever, but all that is it's a 140G, what used to be known as the G, and they just changed it to RF, but it's the same bike. So any of you guys that know the G, that's all that is the G that they've started calling an RF instead for whatever reason. I don't know why. There it is, Rock Springs Trail. My clutch is dragging on this thing. Gotta adjust that a little. Well, I thought he might have a little trouble with that first little rocky section there, but he's just boogieing right on up here like he knew what he was doing. There's this little section right in here when we first come up this trail, I think is pretty much the worst part of the rocky section. Now we'll still run into a little bit of a couple of little rocky sections up through here, but I don't think we'll find any as bad as that was back there. I think this is like my third time coming up here, so it's starting to get a little bit more familiar to me, you know. But look at that kid ride, man. I'm the last one, guys. I just had to dab right there going by those guys, and don't ask me how, but somehow when I dabbed, I smashed one of my beans, and you know, it hurt. I mean, it wasn't debilitating pain, obviously, or I'd have had to stop, but it hurt a little. There it is. Dropped it. So get a hold of it right. Get your hands turned around on them bars. It's in gear, so it ain't gonna roll. Get your bars right and walk it down a little bit. Probably walk it down under that tree where you can swing a leg over it and get going again. Unless you can do it right there. Yeah, you're good. Let's get going, dude. We got people standing down there and crap. Fire it up and let's go. Dude, don't stomp on that like that, please. Last one. Thank you. Yep, my clutch is dragging just a little. Got to back it off just a little bit. We'll take care of that when we get back down to the truck. It'll be okay for this ride. Well, I got his first trail dump on camera, hence the reason why I'm riding behind him, so I can get this stuff on camera and so I can collect him. Oh, I forgot this was pretty bad. Dude, you need to slow down. Stand up on your bike, slow down, use your brake. You can't just have your feet hanging down with no brakes and just go sailing down through this rocky crap. You got to just stand up and use your brake and go slow. Take it easy down off of here. Dude, come over on this side of your bike where you can pull on it a little better. There you go. When you're on a downhill like this, you have to keep your right foot on that peg.
Something happened to my front tire. It won't move.
Dude, it's just stuck on a rock. So you got to keep your right foot up and just take it slow. Ride the brake a little bit, pull your clutch in, and just let it coast. And ride your brake a little bit. And get your right foot up there so you can hold the brake. You don't want to be using your front brake. Dude, quit stomping on that like that. You don't need to stomp on that shifter. I don't mean to get upset, but that's how you bust the shift shaft and stuff. Get your right foot on that foot peg so you can use the brakes. I don't mean to get too upset with him, but I tell him something and it goes right in one ear and out the other. Dude, you're letting this stuff freak you out. It's not that bad right here. I mean, the crap that you rode through back there is way worse than what this is. There's a nice little path going down through here. You just need to do what I tell you. Stand up on your bike. Use your back brake to slow you down. And just ease down through here. You can't just let your bike sail down through this crap. And with both legs dangling, you can't steady your bike very well either. So it's already in first gear. Just pull your clutch in and start it. Will it start with your clutch in? Dude, put your foot on the foot peg. Kid. Well, that's how you learn. Probably shouldn't have raised my voice with him like I did, but he frustrates me when I sit there and try to tell him something, and then he takes off and just does the opposite again, you know. It's like, but I understand he's a little frustrated right now. And then the more flustered he gets, the more he's not paying attention to what he's doing, you know. And so then he drops the bike again, and then he drops it again, and okay, pull off the trail. You sure? Okay, just take it easy through there. You kill it? I'm the last one. Thank you, guys. He got between those all right. Yeah, this is his first. He's never, even out at 5 Mile, you know, you don't get into stuff this bad because all of those trails out there are double track. They're like, you know, for side-by-sides and four-wheelers and stuff. So you got room to go around most obstacles out at 5 Mile. Here, if it's a bad enough obstacle in a trail like these rocks and stuff, you can't just find another path, you know, around them. You got to go through them. And I think that's kind of frustrating him. Here we go again. Got your tire up on the edge and it sucked it out, didn't it? Got to try to stay in the middle, man. He's doing good. A little while ago, I wasn't much better at this single track than he is. But the more we get him out on it, the better he'll get. I mean, the more I get out on it, the better I get. This is all new to me too. I've only been out on this single track. I think this is my, I mean, of course, I've rode dirt bike for years, so that helps, but I've only actually been out on this single track. Well, this is like my 4th time, I think, riding a single track. I don't know, 4th or 5th. I kind of starting to lose track now, but look at you go, boy. See, that was a pretty rough little section right there, and he got up on his pegs and got through it. Yeah, I'll go ahead and go in front for a little bit till I find where the trail splits off, and then I'll let you go again. Here they come. Okay. We went this way. See how that trail goes? And we got up in there maybe.
I'm pretty sure that doesn't look like a trail.
Yeah, it does. If you're looking up this, it's a trail. But you get up in there maybe 20 yards and it gets really brushy with all those little aspens and crap. And my brother even stopped and looked back and he goes, "Are you sure we're on the trail?" And I said, "Yeah."
Looks like a trail.
So we went on, and man, right up in there, ways it. Trees, logs laying over the trail for left and right. Right here is where we needed to go. So this is it. This is all new ground now. I don't know what this trail does. We haven't been up it. Hold up, just wait, Gage, and let this guy on his horse come down. Okay, go ahead, he wants us to go by. Fire that thing up, dude. It's in neutral already. Just pull your clutch in and start it. You don't, yeah, there you go. All you had to do was let it back down, dude. Are you in first gear, or are you like way up in second gear or some shit? Huh? Pull your clutch in, dude, so you can pull it back. It's in gear, so it's just gonna sit there. That's good enough, dude. Dude, stop getting pissed off and throwing a fit. All that does is make you get more frustrated and screw up more. Settle down. It happens. We drop our bikes, we pick them up, and we start over again. Well, I had to help him get his bike up. He was just in a kind of a bad spot where he had a big rock in his way and that, and he couldn't really pick it up. So I've lost track now. Hey!
Rolling. I'll follow you.
Fuck.
Follow him up there.
Boy's got a lot to learn about trail riding. I don't think he even realized that that was Alan back there. He gets so frustrated and freaked out that I don't think he even realized that that was Alan sitting back there waiting for us. Yeah, Rock Springs, pretty rocky. Shit, just dawned on me. We didn't put any gas in his bike when we left. God. Well, we get the oil changed and then we forget to put gas in it, so that wasn't the brightest thing in the world. Well, we got up past that rocky area there. See, this is the way we should have come the day my brother and I came up here, and we ended up going straight down there instead of coming down through that little wash there. And we ended up on that cow trail, as you saw. What was it, a couple of videos ago now? And it wasn't pretty. It was pretty ugly. Oh. Well, I could have got through there just fine if it had just been me and Alan. We'd have got through all those logs and crap just fine, but my brother was on that KLR, and that thing is not made to be jumping those big logs and crap. So it was a kind of a tough go for us there. Yeah, we're just about to come out up here. This comes out up on the road, the highway. This is where my brother and I were supposed to come out when when he brought that KLR up here. No, he just missed the turn.
Oh no, I mean down below when I was waiting for you.
What's that?
Did he bite it?
Oh yeah, he fell in that creek, in that ditch. We had to cross that little creek bed. And then I wasn't going to just jump down there and pick his bike up for him. Then he struggled and he'd get mad as hell, and so I kind of yelled at him, told him, dude, you got to not get so pissed off and frustrated. It is what it is. It's part of trail riding. We all got to pick our bikes up. Just calm down and pick your bike up and just
get back in it.
It's part of the thing, man.
Yeah, I got up there and that guy's going, nope, drive by, make a little noise. This fucking horse is cold. The fucker's pooping and every goddamn twig in this fucking drive. All right.
Well, and I farted around with him trying to lift his bike up for so long that he just went down through the trees and across and went on. Well, there you go. Now you had to pick your bike up several times.
You're feeling good about this trail riding, right? Take your helmet off.
Well,
I want to see you grimace.
See, you're letting your
emotions.
You're letting your emotions get away with you with getting all pissed off like that. That doesn't help anything, dude. That just makes you get more frustrated. The more frustrated you get, the more you screw up.
Just enjoy the ride.
Yeah.
You're going to tip over sooner or later. Dude.
Yep, we all fall off our bikes.
You can point.
But what you're doing is, I've noticed, you get into those rocky spots and you're staying sitting on the seat, and that's where you're losing it. You need to stand up, especially going downhill on them rough rocky parts. You got to stand up on your bike so you can like shift it around like this, and you got to keep your feet on the pegs so that you can have access to that back brake, because you can't really use your front brake much because your bike will wash out, especially on this slippery muddy rocks and crap like we have. So